Hola, and hello to everyone who is watching from other social media platforms like LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook. If you want to answer during this short class, you can do it in the comments. Okay, so today we will talk about speaking parts 2 and 3 only. But first, Paula, can you tell me what you know about the speaking part of the exam? Do you know the structure of it?
I don't know anything.
Okay, so you haven't done speaking before or tried it?
This is my first class, and
okay. Yeah, so I can tell you a bit about the structure in the speaking part. For the first part of speaking, you should only answer some very simple questions like, what do you do? Where do you live? Do you live in a house or in an apartment? Do you have siblings? This sort of questions, which are very, very simple, and you should answer with a very simple answer as well, without details. That's why today we will only talk about those that are, let's say, medium and the most difficult, part 2 and part 3 a bit. Okay. So in the part 2 of the exam, I will also share the screen and I will show you a type of topic that you can get in the exam. One second. So here you should describe a situation. Okay. Someone else is joining. Let's see. So this is an example of a task for part 2 of speaking. Here you should talk for like 1 or 2 minutes maximum and try to answer all of these, bullet points, let's call them. You should talk a bit about these. Let's see. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can I have your name?
Daniela.
Okay, Daniela. Great. So we discussed a bit about the structure of the speaking part of the speaking exam. Daniela, have you ever done speaking before or tried the exam?
No, I never tried the exam.
Okay. Then, so this is part 2. Here you always get something that looks like this. This is called a cue card. Yeah, and you should describe a situation and mention some of the things that they give you here, like helpful points. And here we have describe a plan you have made for your future that is not related to your studies. Yeah. In this case, this is, let's say, pretty vague. So you can talk about anything, you can invent anything you want if you don't have a certain idea. So I think it's pretty nice when it's not super specific. So you can talk about basically anything you would like. And you should also mention what the plan is, when you think you will do it, how it could change your life, and explain why you have made this plan. Yeah, and in the real exam, for part 2, you get 1 minute to think about it and to write down some notes. Yeah, and today we'll try to do this on the spot, of course, but I will also give you like 1 minute and a few seconds for you to think about what you're going to describe today. So I will start 1 minute now, and then I'll listen to each of you and discuss.
Do we need a minimum of words or by time?
You should you should talk about it for around 1 minute and 30 seconds at least. Yeah, maximum 2 minutes or more. So yeah, it depends on you, on the way that you speak, how slow, how fast, and so on. But
I have a problem. I speak fast, so I need to learn
yeah,
how to speak.
that sometimes can be a problem because in this case you need a lot more information.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see when you talk about it what we could change and work on. There are some seconds left.
Oh, and I write only one sentence.
Yeah, that's the thing. Here, of course, now maybe you feel the need to write the whole text, but in time you should try to make only some notes, and then you talk freely because you cannot read at the exam.
Yeah.
Okay, but because we're practicing, it's fine. Okay. Is anyone ready? Let me try. Okay, Daniela, let's give it a try and we'll discuss about it more.
Okay.
Okay. You can start whenever.
Okay, so my plan for the future is to travel around the world.
Mhm.
I believe by traveling, you can discover more of yourself. You
Yeah.
can also discover more people with who you travel if you want to travel with your partner, which that could be a good thing for the relation. Or you can travel with friends, so obviously you can make your friendship much tight, more.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that traveling is the best gift what you can give it to yourself, because like this is the only way where you can learn better languages, history, geography, cultures. You can understand more your future colleagues or your actual colleagues if you work with people around different countries. You can explore different things which you don't have in your country, like I don't know, scuba diving or different activities, exploring more the nature. So yeah, in my opinion, is the best thing what you can do. Of course, I would like to do that as soon as we can travel and make plans again after all this pandemic situation, which unfortunately is going on for too long, and I feel that is a bit too much because I haven't traveled for long, and for me that's the best relax what I can get. Yeah, obviously this is the impact what gives it to your life, change your life, because change your mentality, change your way of thinking, way of doing things. And yeah,
1 minute and 50 seconds. That would be perfect from the point of view of timing. Yeah.
I need to improve my words, my vocabulary.
Yeah. Vocabulary is always something to improve, but I liked the fluency. I think you don't have issues there. At one point you said which that could be a good thing. There is a problem here because when we use which, who, or that, we don't have to repeat the subject. Yeah, so which could be a good thing.
Okay,
that's enough here. Okay, great. And one more tip, let's say, so, when you start talking, you should maybe say something like, I would like to talk about.
Introduction.
Yeah, just because this I consider the best way to start. It's like, it's pretty polite. It's also pretty formal. Yeah, instead of saying I'm gonna or I will, these are more informal, let's say. Yeah, which is also not a problem in speaking, but this will be more efficient. It sounds nicer in front of the examiner. I would like to talk about. Okay. And this would be part 2 of speaking. I will listen to you, Paola, as well, but in part 3, you know that you are asked some more, let's say, complicated questions, abstract questions related to this in a way, to part 2. So I will ask Daniela a question now. And here you should have a pretty long answer. Yeah, let's say not 1 minute of speaking, but it should have like 3 or 4, let's say, complex sentences. And I will also put the question here. It is related to what you talked about. So this would be it. Do older people learn as much from traveling as younger people? What do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely they do. Of course they do, because they can explore the same thing as the young people, and maybe they will understand better things because they have also the life experience, or maybe they've been visiting the same places and now they're exploring more in details. So yeah, definitely they can.
Okay, yeah, so for your answer, I would only add, let's say, maybe 1 more sentence, some more details, but that was a good answer. And another thing, try to replace the words from the question as much as possible. So try not to repeat older people, younger people, and so on. Do you know any synonyms for older people, for example? How could we call them?
Yeah, this is at the course now. Okay, I'm also different rooms. Okay. Sorry, I'm home alone with my nephew. I'm a nanny, so.
Okay, no worries. Or maybe, Paola, can we replace older people with another word or group of words?
Older people.
Yeah.
No, they're not middle age. They are.
Ancient is so older, no?
Sorry?
Ancient? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but we cannot say that about people. No.
No.
So we can say seniors.
Yeah.
We can say the elderly or elderly people, for example. Yes. Okay, these are some examples to replace. And then for young people.
Can you say the new generation?
Yeah, we could. New generations, okay. What else? The youth. You said new generations, okay. There are more like youngsters. We could, of course, be specific if you want to talk about young adults or teenagers and infants and so on. Yeah, if you want to be specific, you can. Okay. Can we replace traveling in any way? Traveling. What does it mean to travel, basically?
To travel.
Yeah. So to go on, let's say, a journey or a trip to visit a new country, you could really give examples so you don't repeat the word. Yeah. You can really explain what kind of traveling you're talking about.
Visit another country or another place.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And of course, we could also try to replace learn, this verb. yeah, it's a bit more difficult to replace the verbs, but so instead of learning, what could we use? Sorry?
Exploring.
Storing
No,
information.
exploring.
Yeah, we could, but we are kind of missing some of the meaning.
Yeah.
Learning, gain knowledge or information. Information, yeah, about certain place, thing, culture. Okay, so we have these pretty nice words. I know that on the spot, when you try to answer, think of an answer and also vocabulary, it's a bit more difficult, but only with practice you will really do it without thinking too much about it. Yeah, so as much as possible, try to think of synonyms for words in writing, in speaking especially. Okay, if you practiced reading and listening, probably you noticed that their synonyms are also very important because they don't use the same words in the question as they do in the text. Most of the time, they use a synonym. So vocabulary is a big part of IELTS. Okay, Paola, then let's see. So part 2, just describe first.
This one. Okay, I would like to talk about my planning in August. I would like to go to Colombia to visiting my parents for 1 month. This experience gave me more peace and happiness, and I would like to do this because I don't see my parents since 2 years ago, and no more. Poco tiempo.
Okay. That's it, yeah? That was, let's say, 47 seconds. So yeah, we needed like 40 more seconds of details. Okay, for a first, that was great. I mean, you got the idea. We just need a bit more details to fill the time. Yeah, because another thing in IELTS at the exam, if you speak less than, let's say, 1 minute and 30 seconds, it's worse than if you speak more. Like if the examiner stops you from speaking, it's not a problem. Yeah, if you go over 2 minutes or something like this, it's not a problem. Only you should try in 1 minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes, you should try to talk about all of these. Yeah, because if you don't and they stop you, then that's also not good. So yeah, it's better to practice to speak more than less. Okay, now let's see a question, a part 3 question. Okay, I don't know if this is the case for you, but this is the question. So if you think about a person with children, what influence does this have on their future personal plans? Yeah, so the plans of the parents.
The children with her parents, the influence of the children of their parents.
So the influence of having children for the plans of the parents.
Okay. The have children, it's a different kind of life. If the people who decide to have a children that don't know how they change their life, maybe the influence is not good. It's not a good influence, but the people know that what is the change with their children, maybe they will be so happy, and future plans could be with them with no problem.
Okay, yeah. So you use the word good. Good, bad, all of these, let's say, simple words, simple vocabulary can be replaced with better synonyms. Yeah, so instead of good, for example, maybe you could use positive, yeah, positive experience, or okay. And okay, let's hear, Daniela, do you have any answer for this question or anything to add?
Well, yes. So, yeah, I believe is changing the entire lifestyle when you have a baby.
Okay.
Because is now you need to focus and you need to give attention to the baby, and everything is around the baby. So, for example, you're not going to have the same time spending with your partner as before. You're not going to have the quiet nights, evening, relaxing for I don't know, by yourself, or going to spa or whatever you want to do, because you cannot take a baby with you. So you might need to cut off some of your pleasures if you don't have a nanny. Obviously, all the time when you want to book the holidays, you need to check if the baby can go there. Then the baby, when he starts going to school, if he has a holiday. So yeah, it has a big impact on the whole lifestyle.
Okay, yeah, so there are some things to take into consideration, like vacations, as you said, holidays, and so on. Okay, now let's discuss vocabulary a bit here as well. Are there any words that we could replace with their synonyms?
I try to, for example, not to use the influence. I try to use that changes the lifestyle.
Yes, yeah, to influence, to change, sure. For example,
Children, I use babies, but I believe children is more than, because it's all age category. Baby is just a small.
Yeah, so for children, you use the baby in your speaking. Okay. What else?
Future personal plans with life style for a long period, like changing the
Future personal plans, they could be also yeah, like maybe goals or expectations. Yeah, those change. Okay, nice. And for children, of course, you could also use all the other toddlers, infants, offspring, even. Okay.
Offspring, what offspring is? I mean, children, but what is?
Yes, it is a synonym for children.
But is a specific age?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Because infants, toddler, you know, they are.
Yeah, these are certain ages, let's say. Offspring, no. It's just like.
I never heard this word.
How to explain it? Paula, do you know the meaning of offspring?
No, I don't know.
So offspring, if you think of the definition, it's really a person's child or a person's children. That's really it. Yeah. Urmaș, yeah, in Romanian, but more than that. Okay. And let's discuss maybe one more part 3 question. This one related to work. Do you think it is important for a person to have a career plan? Let's work on it together. So what's a career plan in your opinion?
What is a career plan?
Yes, what does it mean to you?
A study, formation, to study. No, is this
Yeah.
Okay, for me, it's more work.
It also involves, of course, studying towards
Yeah,
that,
obviously, to
Mhm.
promote, to get promoted. In
Okay,
job.
getting promoted, yeah, being promoted is also part of it. Changing jobs is also part of it. Yeah, maybe doing, let's say, some extra courses on the side to get new qualifications and so on. All of these are, yeah, basically part of it. So is it important for someone to have such a plan?
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
in my opinion, first of all, because helps at your mental health.
Okay.
You're focused on something when you know that you have something to achieve.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, get more involved and keep your brain trained.
Trained?
Yeah.
Sure. Towards that goal. Yes.
And obviously the satisfaction what you have when you reach whatever you achieve your goals.
Mm-hmm.
And why not your financial situation? No, situation.
Yeah.
What can you use? Your financial statement?
Financial situation is fine to say.
Okay.
It's-
For financial, that's obviously everyone. End of the day, we will go to work because we like to do, I don't know, specific things. But let's be honest, we all go first of all for money.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
that what we need? And without that, we cannot basically make other plans. We cannot plan our life. We cannot achieve other things in our lives if you want financial.
Yep. Okay, I think you really touched on a few very interesting points. Let's see. Hello, Aurora. I see that you joined now.
Hello, everybody. Sorry for the late, but yeah.
No problem. I mean, we will discuss maybe one more question and then we'll stop for today. But this lesson will remain, of course, recorded on Facebook, YouTube, and so on. Okay, so one more question and that's it.
Okay.
How important is it for people to have a hobby this time? Yeah. So Aurora, what do you think about this? Last question.
Oh, can I speak free or?
Yes, of course. You
I
should.
didn't have any ideas for the moment. I'm very spontaneous because I just read now.
Yeah, no worries.
Should I start?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the hobbies are very important in our lives. Just because we do what we like, we do what we have pleasure. It helps us to keep healthy our emotional, physical, depends on the hobby, and mental too. I point of this emotional, physical, and mental because I'm working in the field, and I encourage the people to after they are depressed or they have a problems with in their lives, to turn back to their hobbies that raise a little the self-esteem, energy, and they become more dynamic, more feel the life. They will feel the life. They will start to feel the life. They will start to feel to enjoy their life. So I think it's very important to have hobby in your life and to discover, or if you don't have, to try new things and gradually to discover what you like, what you don't like, what is good for you, what is not good for you, what gives you more joy and pleasure in your life. So I'm a pro learning new things and to discover new hobbies.
Great. Okay, that was very nice. Though, so you said at one point, we do what we have pleasure.
Pleasure and joy.
Yeah, but the order of words or the words are not the best choice. So we do maybe what brings us pleasure or what we find pleasurable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better way to say. And do you know any synonym for important? Can we replace this word in any way?
I will use it because it's my field. I was how healthy will be.
It's healthy. Okay, in this context we can use it, of course, but it's not a synonym for important.
It's not a synonym. You want a synonym, properly a synonym for important. How vitally? Let's see. It's a vital. It's, I don't know.
Vital.
Vital, yeah, vital.
You could use it. Yeah, it is vital for people to have a hobby. Okay. I think it's, maybe stronger than important, but it's okay. Significant is an exact synonym. Valuable or of great value or significance. Okay. Yeah. These are fine for now. Okay, hobby. How can we replace hobby? We can define the word if we don't know an exact synonym.
You ask me?
Activities?
No, everyone.
Oh, okay.
No, activities.
What kind of activities?
Yeah.
Free activities. Free activities.
Still going back to the film.
You said free?
Free, yeah, free activities, because you choose what you like to do. So it's not something what somebody tell you what to do, or you are not at your job or something. You can choose. Could be if you don't make from your job a job. Yeah, could be separate.
Yeah, but hobbies are not always free. I mean,
free in the choices. In the choices. Not free, do not pay for that. Sorry, maybe I have to be more free in your choices. You choose what you like to do.
Okay. Of course. There is a synonym, one exact word, it's pastime. It's an exact synonym, yeah. So I have, you can say I have plenty of pastimes. It means plenty of hobbies. Okay, hobby, we can also define it as what? An activity which someone does regularly in their free time, yeah, or leisure time. We can also define it, yeah. Anyway, it's better than using the same word, than repeating what they give you. Okay. All right. Now, we can stop here maybe, but I have one question left. This will remain, let's say, in the video when it will be posted. So whoever wants to write an answer to this, you can send it to us on email or in the comments for the video. Do you have any questions about these part 2 and part 3 of speaking?
No.
Nope. Okay. Well, what you need to keep in mind is just practice makes perfect. Yeah, in speaking, it's really about fluency and vocabulary a lot. Of course, grammar, maybe you need to use the right tenses and so on. But also it's important that you are not, let's say, scared to speak, because this is really your moment. You should just speak about anything using the right words. Yeah. Okay, good. Then we'll stop here. And that was it for this week. And we'll meet probably at another extra lesson another time. So check the page to see when we organize them. Okay, so that was it. Have a nice day, everyone. And maybe I'll see you again soon.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.